Hello dear. Today, the lecture number 4. The today topic economic batch quantity and the procedure to calculate the material cost. Today objective is assumptions made while deriving the EBQ equation. The second objective method of calculating EBQ as mathematically we solve here. The third objective the procedure of calculating the material cost of a product for each shop. And the fourth objective is procedure of estimating the cost of the machine part produced by the various machine operations. Assumptions. Average inventory will be sufficient for the obtaining economic batch quantity. Rates of the production and the consumption will remain same, means whatever may be produced will be sold out. Setup and the preparation cost per batch will remain constant. There will not be any change in fixed cost per product. There will not be any increase or decrease in inventory carrying cost. So this is the basic assumptions, and the point assumptions are there. The first is the production rate, the quantity produced per unit time to fulfill sales target and to maintain the quality required for selling the product in competitive market is called the production rate. The second is the consumption rate, the quantity purchased by the customer as per the offered quality and the price in the market is called the consumption rate. And third one is the storage cost, rent of the space occupied by the material and finished product kept in store, store maintenance cost and the interest of the capital blocked in them, etc. are the storage cost. Method of calculating EBQ the mathematical. Let we decide that Q is equal to economic batch quantity. Economic batch quantity denoted by Q, where R is equal to annual production of the where R is equal to annual production of the product. S is equal to the preparation and the setup cost per batch. C is equal to fixed cost per product. It is the total cost of the material, the labor and the overhead cost. I is equal to inventory carrying cost per year, and T is equal to the total cost. Now the average inventory is equal to Q by 2. So average inventory cost is equal to Q by 2 into C. Here because the average inventory is Q by 2 and the C is fixed cost per product. So the inventory cost per product into the average inventory is equal to Q by 2 into C. Inventory carrying cost, average inventory cost into inventory carrying cost per year. So Q by 2 into C into I, inventory carrying cost. And this is the equation number 1. Now the number of setup per annum is equal to R by Q, where R is equal to the total production per and the Q is equal to economic batch quantity production. Setup cost is equal to R by Q into S. So the setup cost is equal to R by Q into S. So the setup cost equation we will modify RS by Q, and this is the equation number 2. The sum of the equation 1 and 2, we will give the total cost T is equal to from the equation 1 Q by 2 into C into I, and from the equation number 2 RS by Q. This is the equation number 3. The differentiating this T with respect to Q, and for obtaining the minimum value of the total cost T, equating it with the 0, we get dt by dq is equal to 0. Here we put the value of T and value of Q. So dt by dq is equal to Ci by 2 plus Rs by Q square. Here C and I is the constant value. So, and the dq by dq is equal to 1 as the rule of the differentiation. As the rule of the differentiation, d by dq 1 by q is equal to 1 upon q square. So Rs by Q square is equal to, we will modify this equation, Rs by Q square is equal to Ci by 2. Then Q is equal to under root 2 Rs upon Ci. The procedure calculating the material cost of a product for each shop. The cost of material of any product ranges in between 25 to 65% of the total cost of production. In the product cost, the major component is the material cost. Therefore, accurate calculation of the material cost as well as material cost control become necessary. The direct material cost and the indirect material cost are the two types of material cost. So, we use the form of material. The different material form are used to manufacture the product are as follow: casting, forging, bars, billets, plates, and sheets. Casting are produced in the foundries. Casting of the required size and the shops are produced as per the requirement of the product. Forging are also produced for the product in the required size and shapes. So the density of the different material will be required to calculate the total weight of the material, because the total weight is equal to volume of the material into the density of material. So the density of the material for the sum of the material: cast iron 7.20 grams per cc, mild steel 7.80 grams per cc, aluminium 2.55 to 2.69 grams per cc. Like this. The next point is the mensuration. For the correct calculation of the weight of material, an estimator should have good knowledge of the mensuration. With this knowledge, an estimator calculates areas, volumes of weights, and the cost of the material. Therefore, careful study of the mensuration is essential for reference. Some of the important formula used in the mensuration have been given here under. This useful mensuration formula are given in the table in the unit number 5. Like the rectangle, so how much area, how much volume. Like the prism, how much area, how much volume. Like the cube, how much volume. Like this. Procedure of the calculating the material cost. When estimating the weight of the product from a drawing, it is necessary to calculate the volume of the material. The volume of the material we calculate from the mensuration, and the density of the material we have. So here we calculate the weight of product is equal to volume of product into the density of material. The exact procedure to find the weight of the material is as follows. Study the drawing carefully, add the necessary machining allowances on all sides which are to be machined. Determine the volume of each part by applying the formula given by mensuration. Add the volumes of simple components to get the total volume of the product, and then multiply the total volume of the product by density of the material to get the weight of the material. Add the percentage of scrap weight, if any. Calculate the cost of material by multiplying the weight by rate. Weight of material is equal to total volume into density of material. This is the final point for the procedure to calculating the material cost. Material cost is equal to weight of material into the material cost per unit weight. Procedure of estimating cost of machine part produced by the various machine. In the machine shop estimation, there are the various operations there, like the turning, knurling, facing, drilling, boring, reaming, threading, tapping, then milling, grinding, shaping, planing, broaching, slotting. This type of various operations are performed on the various machines. The time takes for the performing the machine operation. These all operations take some time. This time calculate with the help of the equation already we will learn. On the basis of the labor time, we can calculate the labor cost. So here the labor cost is equal to the labor time into the rate of labor. Then the third one is the calculate the factory expenses, administrative expenses, selling expenses, and the distribution expenses. These all expenses we will calculate. Calculate the total expenses. Then the total cost of the part is equal to material cost plus labor cost plus sum of these all expenses. So this is the total cost of the total product. We will find out the cost for one product. So total product divided by total cost divided by total product, total cost divided by total product. So that answer gives us rupees for one product. Okay. Thank you. Day 4 of